So maybe hiring somebody is the appropriate step for you. Let's look at a couple different ways that you can hire somebody. A knee-jerk reaction that I often get is, well, we'll just get the kid from down the street to manage our Facebook page. Okay, let's think about it for a minute in the context of if you're Ford Motor Company, are you going to trust your brand to your neighbor's kid?
No.
A lot of CEOs go that route. It's easy. Young people know how to do it. We'll just get an intern. We'll pay him $5 an hour. It's your brand. It's your presence. It's your company face to the world. So yes, an intern may be appropriate. Get a marketing intern.
Right.
Get a computer science intern. Don't just get the neighbor's kid. It's not as easy as people think it is. There's actually some level of communication. So an intern may be appropriate, but be very careful when you take that route. You may want to go to an advanced skill hire. If you specifically want a copywriter to write your blog, that's an advanced skill. That's not easy, and it's not something that you can just pick off of, out of the help wanted section. This is a very specific hire, understanding your needs, your expectations, getting samples of work. Please do so that you can see what you're going to get. Take a look at their portfolio, but they have an advanced level of skill. Make sure you target that hire to the strategies that you have prioritized. Take a look at that marketing matrix, and you have priorities, 1, 2, 3, and 4. What's your number one priority? Can you do that? If you can't do it, are you going to outsource it? If you're not going to outsource it, are you going to hire somebody to do it? Make sure you address those prioritized strategies. Because what happens is once you get to that hiring phase, you start to think about skills rather than priorities. Well, you can post, you can do this, you can make videos. Well, are videos a priority for you? No. Don't get distracted by that. I almost bought a house once because it had a wine cellar. And I said to my husband, wait a minute. We don't collect wine, we drink wine. So let's pretend that it doesn't have a wine cooler or a wine cellar. Do we care about this house? No, we tossed it out. So it's easy to get distracted by bells and whistles. How do you not fall into the trap of making a lazy hire? What I would do is replace the word Facebook with accounting. Are you going to hire a 15-year-old to do your books? When you change the words out, the words are really, really important. Because these tools are so new, there's the assumption that they're easy. There's also the assumption that young people know everything about computers. I like to say when I hear young people today are so smart, they know everything. No. Okay, so if you're over the age of 35, we've had a very long life cycle of technology that we've had to learn and adapt to. Kids today have it easy. They've been handed touch interface. They didn't have to interact with all of these other tools. So it looks like they know a lot more and they use it more. So they are more adept, but that doesn't mean they understand. Go back to core, sound business strategies, quality, customer service, all of the things that are important to your business. So if you swap out the word Facebook or blogging with something more core and traditional, then it starts to become a glaring, obvious issue. There are lazy hires that happen at all levels, so you could do a lazy hire anywhere. Just because this category is so new and there's so much need involved, we're seeing a lot more lazy hires. And it's also lack of education on the part of the owner or the CEO or decision maker. They simply don't understand how much skill is involved, how much time is involved, and the fact that you still need core business skills to get these things done. It's not as easy as logging into Facebook and posting a photo. So common mistakes, I talked about the age, being distracted by a skill set that you may not even need, like a wine cellar. If you don't need them to do that, you don't need to hire them just because they have it. Well, I want to hire him because he knows how to edit video. Are you prioritizing to use video? No. Now, it's possible that looking at that person's resume or profile will help you look at new opportunities. That's very possible. But that particular skill set isn't even on your priority list yet. So don't get sucked into a feature just because it has the feature doesn't mean you need to use it. So be careful of that. But hiring smart is very important. When you hire, they have to justify their paycheck. And not just justify, break even, they have to bring money in. This is a bottom line situation. And interactive mobile tools, the internet, social media, it's difficult to extrapolate the ROI. That's the truth. Now, ROI in a lot of other places is also hard to extrapolate. We're more used to that, and we accept that. But when you hire somebody and you bring them on, bottom line, can they do the job? Can they do it well? And do they earn their money? When you're hiring, you need to consider the pay scale. What does this kind of person get paid? I had a recruiting company reach out to me and ask me if I could help them fill a job position, if I knew of anybody with a specific skill set. And I had to be honest. I said, I don't know anybody with those skills. This is a new field. It's not like you're tripping over social media experts. You're just not. And they said the pay scale, I believe it was $30,000. I laughed. I had to be honest. I said, the skills that you are asking for, the job that you are trying to fill, you should be offering double that. If you were in a metropolitan area, it would be even higher. So understanding what the skills that you're hiring for, and look at other areas and see what other people are paying for that particular job. It wouldn't be a smart idea to go looking for that person, offer them $15 an hour, and not understand why you can't get a good candidate. Mm-hmm. It's new, but they're still hard skills. We do have online a sample job description amongst many other sample documents available to you. So if you don't really know what that job description looks like, take a look and see if it's helpful for you. This is going to help you spot some things that wouldn't even have occurred to you to require of a hire. They do need to be accountable. It's not carte blanche. They don't get to do whatever they want. You have a goal. They need to meet that goal. Just like any other hire, they need to be held accountable. You need to have regular reviews of what's happening, regular communication about the success, about any edits, about a new direction if it's not working. This is all a part of your evaluation and your metric review, making sure during measurement that they're held accountable for what they're doing. They do need to have basic business knowledge, if not advanced business knowledge, because these tools are just building on core business principles. So if they don't understand the sales funnel, if they don't understand conversion, if they don't understand ROI, then what they're doing is playing. They're not applying core business strategies. And there's too many people out there playing, and there's too much money at stake for you to hire somebody that doesn't understand those basic principles. One suggestion is to pair this new hire with somebody senior on staff. I know someone whose son was hired right out of college, and he was brought into a firm and he started blogging and tweeting for the company. Very young man, very intelligent, qualified, yet hadn't been at the company very long. So he regularly met with the CEO, had lunch, learned from him, talked about the business, got really involved and really understood not only the culture of the business, the nature of the products, the way they provided service, but also the tone of communication that came right out of the mouth of the CEO. That kind of information can't be put in a manual. So pair your new hires with the senior members of your staff so that they can meet in the middle and that senior person can relay all of that culture information, all of that important customer service, product, and institutional knowledge on that new hire.